Hello and welcome to Girl Save Your Screen. If this is your first time here, hey. If you are returning, welcome back. Last episode on The Flash, we saw Goldface came back and Kramer now knows that Barry is the Flash. Let's get into this episode.
Donna?
What the heck? Who is that?
I told you I ain't paying you a damn cent more.
Who is this? Have we met a meta that can cause these things? Because I don't remember that.
Hey, I was thinking that we could get an early dinner reservation tonight.
Why do you look worried, Barry?
Actually, you know what? Why don't we?
I love the fact that they have the property taxes up there. Love it. Because Barry has to do all of these things that we never ever think about.
Just a phone call away.
I missed the dates because I still don't know what the day they're talking about.
The Vic's name is Stanley Mullen.
Dang, this man is dead.
Watering hole.
That's weird.
Dark matter levels are off the charts.
Well, whoever meta is, they produce fire that ignores the laws of physics.
I don't know what meta can do that.
Miss Winters, the person you saw arguing with the victim, was this him?
That's him. That's the guy. Jocko Birch.
Here you go, boss lady. This is every suggestion the bullpen brainstormed for who should be our first CC Citizen of the Week. Rosie Levin. Boss Taylor brought this to me earlier, and I told her it wasn't right for us.
Ooh.
And she went behind my back.
Okay, so the drama continues with them disrespecting Allegra.
You want Taylor and me to work together? You're my supervising editor. Go supervise.
Or she might just kill her. That could be fun too. Just light blast her.
Hey, I'm sorry I couldn't land the backstage passes I promised.
I feel like I've seen that kid before and that guy
too. A little bit of a cash
too.
flow issue.
You bribed me here with stuff you couldn't even get, Jocko? Even more lame than usual.
You are so rude and mean, you little dick face child.
Jocko Birch, you're under arrest for the murder of Stanley Mullen.
Nah. Nobody's taking my kid away from me. Never again!
Calm down, Jocko. You're making the situation worse.
I'm innocent, I swear. I'm innocent. Please believe me. Flash, you gotta help me, please. I didn't do anything.
I don't think he did it. I believe you.
I didn't do this. I swear to God, I didn't do this.
Where's Mom?
What's gonna happen to my son?
Dad!
Barry!
Dad!
Oh my God. It's the day. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Barry. I forgot to. How did Iris not remember?
Meet with him, guilty or not, everyone deserves proper representation, but Barry,
using my powers to read a client, it's an ethical line that I can't cross.
You be reading our minds all the time, Cecile. Like, you feel our emotions all the time.
Dropping out of Cornell to become a social media influencer took guts.
Allegra, at least
such
try.
A bold decision?
Oh my gosh, she looks so bored and like, ugh, I wish I wasn't here.
Lydia. Garcia. Look who decided to come say hi. I haven't seen you since Iron Heights. Meanwhile, I busted my butt to get my GED in prison, and look where it got me. The truth is, cleaning floors is the best job I can get with a record like mine.
If it wasn't for Team Flash, Allegra would be in the same position.
Stan and I got into it at the bar. I sold him a guitar so I could buy Harold backstage passes to the Lips concert, and at the last minute, Stan decided to only pay me half of what we agreed on. I've been around long enough to know you're about to tell me I'm screwed.
But Birch just doesn't have the pieces that you need to build a strong defense. And all of the evidence, it's still pointing to him as the killer.
Jocko Birch just escaped custody on rental holding.
What? How did he get out?
You told the cops I killed Stan? Damn straight. Because you're gonna take it back. You're gonna take it all back. Right now!
Please.
Okay, so at first I was like, maybe he can't do that with his powers, but okay, I was wrong. You're not thinking clearly. Oh, Jesus, what the heck? Oh my God, I don't think he did do it because his fire can be put out, but that one is kind of weird, it can't.
Got back to tomography reports from the crime lab. Donna Winters, the bartender who died, The thermal lesions on her body match the marks on Stan Mullen's body exactly. Facts are still on Birch's side. Neither crime scene has any direct evidence tying him to it. No DNA.
What if the murderer is his son?
Barry, we can't help but wonder if just maybe you're not thinking clearly about this case.
What about other suspects?
There are none.
Look, Birch is a freaking hotness and a bad guy.
It feels like he's changed.
You're being very, very emotional. And I understand why, but I need you to calm down.
And honestly, it feels like you're asking us to believe in something impossible.
Yeah, I am. Because if anyone had when I was a kid, my dad wouldn't have gone to jail.
7, 8 years since I've seen this board.
I remember that board too, Joe.
They don't know what today is. I do. February 1st. Henry's birthday.
That was the last one before it happened.
Work the case with them, Joe, please.
If your gut tells you
Barry and Joe
to not give
scenes
up
are
on
always
Birch,
so good and so sweet.
then for Henry's sake, don't.
I hope this man is actually innocent because it's gonna make me mad if he's not.
I think the lead is in the second graph, not the first. But besides that, it is a very engaging and beautifully written article. But I wanted you to make this special. I want you to talk to Taylor. You're her immediate boss, so it's up to you to fix this.
So I cross-referenced the heat signature from O'Shaughnessy's to the one in the alley. Both signatures produce an anomalous heat effect.
What you're describing is cold fusion.
Yeah, we get this data to CCPD, we can clear his name.
Yay! I was hoping not to be bamboozled by this guy.
I just want my son. Now get out of my way.
This is your final warning.
Who cares?
You know that this is stupid. Like, where are you gonna run to? Like, you're gonna serve time for doing all of this too.
Officer, get them to safety!
Oh my god.
Volcano's worth of magma erupting beneath the city's lower crust. Flash, if you can't stop this in the next 30 seconds, Central City's gonna turn into Mount Doom.
That is crazy. What?
If it works, there's going to be a huge release of pressure forming beneath us. When that happens, I need you to absorb the remaining heat.
Let's rock.
90 meters down. 10 meters.
I love this. It's so cheesy, but I love it so much. This is fantastic.
Okay. Social services is on their way with Harold.
You're the one who told him not to give up on me. I'm just really grateful.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
This is very sweet and heartwarming. I like it.
We are running your piece on Rosie Levin next week. And our audience deserves to read it.
Thanks.
I got excited, and I guess I felt like Lydia's story was something our readers needed right now.
And that's how I felt about my story. Iris did too until you called in a favor with the boss. Guess you learned that in prison.
Excuse me, girl, I will blast you with my lie powers.
Yeah, no, it's nice to hear everybody remembering him this way.
What do you remember the most?
Yeah, little thing. Most I just remember being loved.
Barry, don't make me cry, y'all.
So if Birch didn't kill those two, then who did?
Just for the cold fusion data we pulled off the bodies, could you program those variables into the satellites?
Is there another firestorm?
There's a meta serial killer out there. We need
What?
to find him before somebody else gets
We got
hurt.
meta serial killers. This season is ridiculous and crazy, y'all. Okay, so that was episode 8 of The Flash, The Fire Next Time. I really enjoyed this episode a lot, actually. I actually really like it a lot more than last episode. Last episode was fun, but this one kind of got me in my feelings and it had a lot more emotion. And I like the fact that these episodes so far have been very episodic. There's nothing really focusing on the plot of the season. We actually don't don't even know what the plot of the season is. I'm assuming it's Iris and her time sickness, but we haven't really gotten anything on that. It was just going back and visiting old metas, old things that we have seen already. So it has been fun so far. And as for this episode, I like the fact that we go back and focus on Henry and Barry's loss. I feel like this is the first episode since season 1 that we have focused on Henry and Barry dealing with his loss. I don't remember, I might be wrong, but I don't think there were episodes that just focused on remembering Henry or his mom, like a celebration of life type of episode. I don't remember them having that. And I like the fact that it was tied into the episode itself. It's a great backdrop to have while you have him dealing with the meta who is in the same predicament, kind of. I was really scared that they were gonna bamboozle us in the end, that he actually committed the crimes and he murdered those people, and it would have been like, you shouldn't trust everyone, Barry. Just because this happened to you doesn't mean it happens to everyone. Some people are just bad. But I really thought it was sweet that they just stuck with it, that he was actually innocent, mostly innocent, and he was just trying to take care of his kid. So that was really, really sweet. I really enjoyed that. And by the way, these kids talk crazy to their parents. Like, I just thought of Jordan from Superman and Lois. They be talking crazy to their parents. Even if my parent was a criminal, I would not be talking this crazy to them. There is no way on this earth that I would be like, you're a loser, you always have been. That's crazy. These kids talk crazy to their parents, and especially if they have powers. How have you not been slapped into the stratosphere? It's insane. I don't condone violence towards children, but also these kids are ridiculous. And when it comes to our fire meta, it's interesting to see these people like years later, because you can see how they have grown and changed. Just like Barry, his powers have changed over the years, and these metas powers have changed over the years too. So it's really nice to see that. When it came to Barry, I'm surprised that Iris didn't remember like the date. At first I had thought it was the day that his mother died. I didn't know it was Henry's birthday, but I would assume that Iris would know that. Like, she would be the one that would know, and then Joe and Cecile. I'm surprised Cecile doesn't know that too, because I would assume that Joe would have told her about it. I really enjoy the conversation between Joe and Barry. Their scenes are always fantastic. They always get me in my feels. And that scene at the end where they're all telling their different stories about Henry and Barry just got me. And I don't remember, maybe they said it again, I have terrible memory. I didn't know that Joe and Henry were already friends. That's how they knew each other, which would make more sense why Barry will go stay with Joe, because if not, he's just a random cop. I found it weird that Chester looked to Cecile when they were trying to decide on what to do, because this is not the first time I have noticed that. When Barry was like, oh, I think he's innocent, blah, 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 Chester turned to Cecile to make sure to go forward with looking for evidence. And that happened also in Armageddon when Iris was like, I think he's innocent, blah, 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 blah. And they looked to Cecile for what to do next, like including Kaylin. So it's not just Chester, it's the whole team. I wonder why they're doing that. That's weird to me. When it comes to Iris's storyline, it's interesting what they're doing with her job, because I like seeing her at her work, not just at Star Labs all the time. And I like to see her like managing her business, because that would take a lot of her time. But when it comes to like her time sickness, I'm not sure what they're doing with that. I don't know if they have a plan going forward, if this is their last season, how they're going to end it, if they plan for this to go to the next season. And I wonder if Iris already know what's happening with her, because Dion told her the consequences, and in this episode she told Allegra that she's trying to prepare her. So I wonder if she knows what's happening with her, if she has talked to Dion about it, and she's just trying to get everything ready for whatever happens to her next. When it comes to Allegra, I understand her feelings of being like, this is stupid. There are way more important things that we can be talking about. while, but she was giving something specific and she disregarded and just did whatever she wanted to do, which is not right. And when it comes to Taylor, she is the worst. I don't like her. I understand her feelings of like, you went above me, blah blah blah, but Taylor did that first. She went directly to Iris after Allegra told her no, and she has been rude and mean since she came there. And who tells their boss that they're going to destroy them? Like, Taylor is a beep. She does not respect Allegra and she thinks she can do a better job if she was in her position. And I also like the prisoner reform theme of the episode. Henry went to prison for a crime that he didn't commit, and then Allegra and her friend show the stages of trying to get your life together after coming out. This was a good episode. There might be a meta serial killer, so we'll see where that goes. I do wonder if it will lead to there being another firestorm. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, I hope you consider subscribing. I hope you have a good one and you'll see me later. Bye.